So this is the experimental setup for conducting Hopkinson's test, which is also known as regenerative test or back-to-back test, which is conducted on two identical DC machines. So aim of the experiment is to determine the stray losses and hence to find the efficiency of the given two identical DC machines. So this is the complete circuit diagram of Hopkinson's test. So coming to the apparatus required. So this is the rheostat R1, which is in cutout position, which is of the range 0 to 290 ohms. This is the rheostat R2, which is in cut-in position, which is of the range 0 to 600 ohms. And these are the different digital meters which are used to measure voltages and current. So the first meter indicates, which is used to measure the supply voltage. The second meter is used to measure the armature current of the motor, IAM. This meter is used to measure the field current of motor. This meter is used to measure the generator voltage. This meter is used to measure the armature current of generator. This is the voltmeter, which is connected across the SPST switch. This is the ammeter, which is used to measure the field current of generator, IFG. So these are the meters which are used to measure the current and voltages. And this is a SPST switch, and a voltmeter is connected across the SPST switch. Single pole, single throw switch, and we are using a 3-point starter, LFA 3-point starter. So these are the different apparatus required for the Hopkinson's test. So coming to the connection part. So a voltmeter is connected across the supply to measure the supply voltage. Then from positive of the supply is going to point L of the starter. From point A, it is going to SPST switch. From same point of the SPST switch, it is going to IAM, that is, which measures the motor armature current. Another end of the ammeter, that is IAM, it is going to the armature of the motor, that is point A. From starter terminal F, it is going to rheostat, motor field rheostat, which is in cutout position. And another end of the rheostat is going to field ammeter, IFM. And another end from the ammeter, it is going to the motor field. And from the starter terminal F, it is going to the rheostat, which is in R2, that is in cut-in position. And another end of the rheostat R2, it is going to ammeter IFG. And from the another end of the ammeter IFG, it is going to the field of the generator. And from field of generator, that is ZZ point, it is going to armature of the generator. and from generator armature AA, it is going to motor armature AA. And from motor armature AA, it is connected to motor field ZZ. And from Z of the motor, it is connected to negative of the supply. So this is and there is a voltmeter which is connected across the generator. Voltmeter connected across the generator. And this voltmeter which is connected across the SPST switch, which is of the range 0 to 600. So coming to the procedure part. So first you have to make the connections as given in the circuit diagram. Keeping the rheostat R1 in the field circuit of the motor in cutout position, and R2 in cut-in position, and the SPST switch which is connected across the voltmeter should be in open position. Then you have to close the supply switch. Now start the motor using the 3-point starter. The motor is brought to its rated speed by gradually cutting in the rheostat R1. The excitation of the generator is increased slowly by cutting out the rheostat R2 until voltmeter connected across the SPST switch reads 0. If it is not 0, the rheostat R2 brought back to the initial position, and you have to interchange the field terminals or the armature terminals of the generator. Now the SPST switch is closed. The generator is connected in parallel with the motor. Generator is overexcited in steps till the rated current of the generator and reading of all the meters are noted down. To stop the motor, the rheostat R2 is brought back to its initial position such that the current becomes 0. Now we have to open the SPST switch and all other rheostats are brought to their respective initial positions and supply switch is opened. Now we'll start conducting the experiment. So before closing supply switch, the rheostat R1, that is a motor field rheostat R1, should be in cutout position, and the generator field rheostat should be in cut-in position. And the SPST switch connected across the voltmeter should be open position. Now close the supply switch. The motor is started with the help of 3-point starter. The motor is brought to its rated speed by gradually cutting in the rheostat R1. So you can see the motor speed is brought to the rated speed, that is around 1500 RPM. The excitation to the generator is increased slowly by cutting out the rheostat R2 until the voltmeter connected across the SPST switch should show 0. The excitation of the generator is increased slowly by cutting out the rheostat R2 so that the voltmeter, that is the range 0 to 600 volts, voltmeter connected across the SPST switch should show 0. So you can see the voltmeter connected across the SPST switch is showing 0. Now close the SPST switch. If it does not show 0, bring back the rheostat R2 to its initial position. Interchange either field or armature terminals of the generator. You have to interchange either field or armature terminals of the generator. Then you have to close the SPST switch. Here, in this case, the voltmeter is showing 0, so we have closed the SPST switch. Now, overexcite the generator in steps till the rated current of the generator is reached, and at each step you have to note down all the meter readings. So you have to overexcite the generator voltage in steps. Until the rated current of the generator is reached. At each step you have to note down all the meter readings. The first meter indicates supply voltage, the second meter indicates motor armature current, the third one motor field current, the fourth one generator voltage, fifth one is generator current, armature current, and this meter, ammeter, indicates the generator field current. And at each step you have to note down all the meter readings. To stop the motor, the rheostat R2 is brought back to its position of the generator current until generator current becomes 0. The rheostat R2 is varied to stop until the generator current is reached 0. Now open the SPST switch. And all other rheostats are brought back to their respective initial positions. R1 is brought back to its initial position, that is cutout position. Now open the supply switch. This is the tabular column. Where you have to fill all the meter readings. And this is the calculations to find out the stray loss of the machine. And finally, you have to calculate the efficiency of the motor and generator.